The United States is a democracy. It must remain a democracy.
It is common to hear America called a democracy. However, America is not a democracy. She is a constitutional republic.
Hey, perp, what time is it? 6:45? Wrong. It's Mueller time.
We wish you a Mueller Christmas. We wish you a Mueller Christmas. We wish you a Mueller Christmas and impeachment next year.
We wish you a Mueller Christmas. We wish you a Mueller Christmas. We wish you a Mueller Christmas and impeachment next year. Indictments will come to you and your kin. Indictments for Christmas and impeachment next year.
Robert Mueller's coming to town. Robert Mueller's coming to town.
We wish you a Mueller Christmas.
We wish you a Mueller Christmas and impeachment next year.
Happy Halloween, bitch.
Never meet your heroes. That's how the saying goes. They'll only disappoint you. Single-handedly, Robert Mueller was going to save America. And then came the long, sad spectacle of today. Here's the actual Robert Mueller, caught without his cape and mask, squirming under the cold light of television cameras.
When discussing the June 2016 Trump Tower meeting, you referenced, quote, the firm that produced the Steele reporting, unquote. The name of that firm was Fusion GPS. Is that correct?
And you're on page 103?
103, that's correct, volume 2.
I'm not familiar with that.
Let me just help you. It's not a trick question. Right? It was Fusion GPS.
Not familiar with Fusion GPS. Well, it turns out that if you're watching this show right now, you almost certainly know more about the Russia investigation than the man who led the Russia investigation.
Could have actually stopped us finding the true extent of this administration's ties and potential coordination. And so this is going to reopen this argument here on the Hill to not only have public hearings, but if this administration...
Director Mueller, can you state with confidence that the Steele dossier was not part of Russia's disinformation campaign?
No, as I said in my opening statement, that part of the building of the case was predated me. And
motherfucker, I almost had him. You stuttering prick yet? Frankie, was he shaking? I wonder about you sometimes. You may fold under questioning.
That's right, folks. It's Mueller time.
Yeah, you know, I had to laugh a little bit when you talked about the testimony by Robert Mueller, because I think testimony has to be put in quotes. It really hasn't been much testimony. Frankly, I think you've both been very kind. I think this has been a disaster for the Democrats, and I think it's been a disaster for the reputation of Robert Mueller.
But he provided such, what do you call it, uncomfortable clarity? As they were using him for clarity, he'd somehow fog it up.
But he
and how he would do certain things. And so, look, on optics, this was a disaster.
But
if those snarling little Republicans, those kids yesterday that made fools of themselves attacking an American hero that guided this country so ably through September 11th and the aftermath, if they don't think that Bob Mueller isn't 5 steps ahead of them already, then they are fools. Then they are as stupid as they looked yesterday. And all I can say is their constituents should be ashamed that they sent those children up to the Hill, because that's what they are. They are humiliating themselves, and they're trying to undercut the rule of law, and it doesn't end well for them.
Or to avoid personal embarrassment. Is that correct?
I have on the screen.
Is that correct on the screen?
Can you repeat the question? And now that I have the language on the screen.
Is it correct, as you further elaborate, obstruction of justice can be motivated by a direct desire to protect non-criminal personal interests, to protect against investigations where underlying criminal liability falls into a gray area, or to avoid. Is that true?
Yes.
And is it true that the impact? Pardon?
Can you read the last question?
See if you can nail him on the emoluments. Prove he's committed a grave offense. Oh, and while you're at it, get Mike Pence. Who's he kidding?
Does a conviction of obstruction of justice result potentially in a lot of years of time in jail?
Yes. Well, again, can you repeat the question just to make certain that I have it accurate?
Said that he had nothing to hide, then lied. Just like the Junior and Flynn.
Does obstruction of justice warrant a lot of time in jail if you were convicted?
Yes.
And is
Time of the gentlelady is expired.
Believe it's true. Without the Russians, we'd have Hillary.
Donald J. Trump? What? Open up, Mr. President. It's me, Special Counsel Robert Mueller. What do you want, man? I just want to talk. No collusion. I never said anything about collusion. You're the puppet. I just want to ask you some questions about Russia's influence on the 2016 election. Well, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it wasn't me.
Second, the investigation did not establish that members of the Trump campaign conspired with the Russian government in its election interference activities.